Have you ever imagined needing to buy your girlfriend from her father just to marry her? I'm serious. Tens of thousands of dollars straight up, before you even get to the vows. Sounds wild, right? You might be thinking, wait, is that even real? Or, that sounds like a medieval custom. Or even, can love that's bought with money ever be real love? Well, before you judge too fast, hold up. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. Believe it or not, this tradition, known as bride price in China, is still very much alive in modern society. And yes, it raises eyebrows, but it also reflects some deep cultural logic that's worth understanding. So, what does love really mean? Do Chinese and Americans define love the same way? In our last episode, we dove into how ideas around sex differ between these two cultures. Today, we're tackling the bigger picture: dating, marriage, money, intimacy, and the wildly different paths people take to build a relationship in China versus the US. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might find yourself rethinking your entire approach to love and life. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. How did you meet the one? Was it at a Halloween party? Maybe you slid into their DMs after a particularly charming meme reply? Or did a dating app algorithm whisper, "You two both like sushi and sarcasm, go for it"? Let's rewind to where all love stories begin. Dating. In America, it's all about free love. You meet someone at a party, through friends, on Instagram, maybe Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, whatever ends in R and makes your thumb sore from swiping. From there, it's all casual. You grab tacos, binge a few episodes of Stranger Things, and see where things go. No pressure, no timeline, no aunt calling you every Sunday to ask how the date went. But in China, dating hits different. It usually starts with pressure, not butterflies. Pressure from your parents, your grandparents, your great-aunt twice removed, all still holding tight to the ancient mission. Marry, have kids, continue the family line, keep the incense burning. That's not poetic, it's literal. So here's what happens. You finally finish school after years of grueling exams and zero time to even think about romance, and suddenly you're expected to be marriage material. But there's a catch. You've had no real dating experience, no prom nights, no awkward breakups, no bad coffee dates. Enter the family-organized matchmaking system. Your parents, fueled by duty and a stack of red envelopes, start introducing you to strangers. Blind dates are set up through family friends, matchmaking companies, and sometimes literal parks full of resumes. Yes, that's a thing. From the very first meeting, the goal is crystal clear. Marriage, not maybe, not someday, like soon. According to a recent WeChat survey, 68% of single Chinese between 25 and 30 admit they feel family pressure to attend matchmaking events at least twice a year. So next time your Chinese friend says they're just visiting their parents this weekend, there's a small chance they're actually suiting up for a matchmaking ambush. Now let's talk about the most romantic milestone in any love story: the wedding. In the US, a wedding is a full-on production. You've got the custom vows, the DJ who swears they won't play cha-cha slide, and a rustic barn venue that costs more than your college degree. But here's the key difference. All that money? It goes into the wedding itself. The venue, the flowers, the open bar where your uncle embarrasses himself. That's the investment. But in China, getting married is a family affair. And I mean that literally. If you're a groom-to-be in China, your wedding isn't just about walking down the aisle. It's about meeting a list of very serious expectations. Step 1? You'll likely need to pay a bride price. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars to your fiancé's family. Step 2? You better be ready to buy a house, a real one, not in Monopoly, and a decent car to go with it. And don't forget, you'll need to take out a mortgage worth millions of yuan just to afford that house. And that loan? Yeah, it might be sticking with you for the rest of your life. This tradition, known as caili, bride price, goes way back. In ancient China, women had little to no social standing. Families often arranged marriages for financial survival, and the bride price acted as compensation for giving up their daughter. Harsh as it sounds, it wasn't far from selling a daughter. Now, don't panic. Today's version is no longer about buying a wife. Instead, many families treat the bride price as the couple's first joint savings, a kind of emotional and financial launchpad. The house and the car, not just showpieces, they're seen as ways to guarantee stability and comfort in married life. It's less about the transaction and more about the parents' love. So ask yourself this: would you rather build a future with someone who's financially prepared and ready to give you a stable life, or end up with a playboy or playgirl who's great at sweet-talking and sharing Spotify playlists, but disappears when it's time to pay the mortgage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're curious about these modernized traditions in China, let me know. I've got a whole vault of fascinating, thoughtful, and occasionally hilarious stories about how ancient customs have evolved into something uniquely 21st century. So, what is love really? At the start of this video, we asked a big question. Can love that comes with a price tag, like China's bride price, still be considered real love? And now, after walking through dating customs, wedding traditions, family expectations, and financial realities, the answer might be more nuanced than we first thought. In the US, love is often framed as spontaneous and personal. You meet someone, you vibe, and you build a life around shared interests and emotions. Love is about chemistry, compatibility, and choice. In China, love can look more collective. It's shaped by family, by tradition, by duty. Love is built not just on personal feeling but on stability, preparation, and social responsibility. It might start under the pressure of a matchmaking meeting, but it can still grow into deep, lifelong partnership, just through a different path. Neither is better or worse. They're just rooted in different ideas of what love should do. So if you're watching this and feeling like your own love life doesn't quite fit the Western rom-com mold or the Chinese tradition-heavy structure, that's okay. Cultures evolve, people adapt, and love in all its forms continues to surprise us. If this episode gave you a new perspective or made you reflect on your own values around love and marriage, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back next time with even more China vs. US cultural comparisons that just might change how you see the world and yourself. Until then, keep your heart open. And maybe your wedding savings account too.